The Republicans who's pushing for this new legislation today that he will present on permanent tax cuts. Joins me now, Indiana Congressman Mike Pence. Congressman, good morning. Good to have you with us.
Good morning, Martha.
Tell us about this legislation. How long is permanent? And these would be across the board, from the wealthy, the so-called wealthy, and above, everybody above $1 million, everybody all the way across the board, right?
Yeah. Well, look. We are struggling, families are struggling across this country in the worst economy in 25 years, and Senator Jim DeMint and I just simply believe, and I think the overwhelming majority of the American people believe, that the last thing you want to do in the worst economy we've seen in a quarter century is raise taxes on anybody. And all this talk about compromise on tax cuts and compromise on a deal and short term, look, if you want to get this economy moving again, first and foremost, let's just preserve all the current tax rates permanently. Let's say to small business owners and family farmers,
right.
Let's say to working families, what the tax law says today is going to remain the tax law. Now, that doesn't preclude tax reform in the future. I think we ought to do tax relief.
I hear
and
what
reform,
you're saying, Congressman, but
create certainty.
You don't have the majority right now in the House, and
right.
This is not likely to get through. So, if you want to bring relief to the people, is there going to have to be some kind of deal before January 1st?
Well, look, I get that. I get that if we want to do it now, it's, as the administration.
But you have to do it now, right?
Pelosi,
because once they run out, they run out.
Well, right. If Congress fails to act, the average American family will see a tax increase of $1,500. Right. There'll be a $3.9 trillion tax increase that essentially takes effect on January 1st. But, if they fail to act in a way that's in the broad best interest of the American people, Republicans are going to take charge in January. We're actually meeting today for the very first time with the group that will be the 112th Republican conference on Capitol Hill. We would make job one in the new Congress to retroactively work to ensure that no American sees a tax increase, not one.
Well, you know what? Your opposition will say, same old story. Republicans want to protect the rich. The president says that he wasn't elected to save some fat cats and worry about people who make $1 million or more. Millionaires and billionaires are the words that David Axelrod uses when he talks about this. They say, get over it to your side. Give the middle class this tax break, and let's not make them wait for it.
We've been hearing that kind of attitude for a while, the kind of get over it, the we won approach. The American people, I think, gave Washington another think on November the 2nd when they sent an extraordinary new generation, a new majority to Capitol Hill. And I think part of that was the American people were saying, we don't just want to change Congress, we want to change direction. We want to end the era of borrowing and spending and bailouts and takeovers, and end the era of tax increases and all this ridiculous class warfare rhetoric. Look, we know the current tax rates are not enough to create economic growth. If preserving the current tax rates permanently
that's the philosophical,
was enough to get the economy moving
economic conversation that it comes down to.
Yeah, let's be clear, Martha. We're talking about a tax increase. All this talk, there's a little bit of blurring in the lines by the administration and liberals on the Hill that it's a debate over tax cuts. No, it's not. It's a debate over making permanent all the current tax rates, and that's what Jim DeMint and I are committed to fight for this week.
Well, the other thing that everybody wants to know when they see Mike Pence these days, you've made, some indications that you might consider running for president. And it was pointed out to me recently that in the last cycle, a lot of people had already declared by now. So when will you make your decision?
Honestly, Martha, we've been humbled at the encouragement that we've received to consider seeking higher office either in Indiana or nationally. But my little family and I are absolutely determined to take the next couple of months and prayerfully consider those options. We're listening, we're praying, and we'll make a decision sometime after the first of the year. After the first of the year. All right, Congressman Pence, good to talk to you as always. Thank you very much. Thank you, Martha. And Fox News is profiling, actually.